Hi friends, it's Sherry here, and in this video, we're talking about all the K-pop idols I met in 2023. Now, I say I met them, right? I met in person, by the way. Met in person. And there are actually some more I've met, but I'm kind of including only the ones I've at least said a sentence to in this list. So, we're going by order of when it happened. So starting off in January 2023, we met the Rose again. If you don't know, I went to a lot of heel toy concerts in 2022. And in 2023, in January, I went to their show in Seoul, and I also went to their fan sign in Seoul. And that was quite an interesting experience. It was my first ever fan sign, so Girly was nervous, but Girly was with friends, so it wasn't too bad. And also, because I kind of have talked to the boys a bit in the after tour photo time sections, I wasn't super oh my god, I'm meeting them for the first time kind of nervous. But yeah, they were really kind to talk to. Was not expecting it, but Hajun was like, oh yeah, hi again. I'm like, huh? You know me? What? And he's like, yeah, your hair. And I'm like, ah, right, yeah. That's kind of stand out. And Jaehyun also said, nice to see you again. I'm like, what? But Woo-sung and Do-jun had not seen me before in their life, and I'm just like, yes, this is what I expected. So it was just a casual conversation about a minute with each of them as they signed the thing. At the fan sign, I did rock, paper, scissors, heart with 3 of the 4 members with Hajun, Jaehyun, and Woo-sung. And Hajun and Jaehyun, they laughed about it, haha, that's cute. Woo-sung was just like, is that a heart? I'm gonna cut your heart. I cut the heart, and I'm like, no. I was like, excuse my ass? And we cannot let Kim Woo-sung one-up us, so after the Seoul concert for the VIP photo, I had him do a heart, and then I just did this, cut your heart now. Revenge. Revenge. What is my stupid ass beef with idols? Yeah. Short interaction, but it was really nice. Very, very cool experience. My first ever fan sign. Next up is in March, we saw Epik High. This was our second time seeing them in concert and our second photo op with them, which is just so wild. It's just so wild to think about. I've met Epik High twice. What? What is that? But, yeah. It was overall, I always encourage people to go to an Epik High show. They are so amazing, so high energy. You're just me in the crowd, dying, and they're jumping and having fun. I'm just where are you getting your energy? What is I'm suddenly the old man in this scenario. What is going on? But it was also this one was I don't know if I can say I've technically met them, but this was also a very, very short interaction just at the photo op. I stood in between Mifra Jin and Tablo. I don't even know if I was supposed to stand there, but I think I remember hearing the photographer being don't get into the space, make sure y'all fit, get into the space. So I nudged myself in between Tablo and Mifra, and I'm just and at some point, my shoulders touch their shoulders, so I'm like, why am I touching shoulders with giants? Why am I touching shoulders with the greats? I do not deserve to be here. It was a dramatic experience. In my mind, it was dramatic, but I did get to, I turned to Tableau, and I turned to Mifra, and I was just oh, 수고했어요, 수고했어요, and they're oh, 감사합니다, yeah, so it's not a sentence, but I did get to say something to them. So that was really nice. I touched shoulders with giants. I say giants, but actually, Okay, next is in April, we went to the Pixie concert. And so there was actually a lot in that package. I think value-wise, that was such an amazing, value experience. There was the, pre-sound check, there was a fan sign, a concert, and I got to take photos, selfies with all of the members. Just so nice. The girlies are so high energy. Like they are, you know, jumping, they're like dancing their heart out, singing their heart out. Like it was so good. Lola was injured, but she sat on the side. She sang her heart out like the whole time. She was very cheerful. So for the fan sign, like they were signing stuff. And then the second time this has happened, with me and like idols and stuff, where Dajang looks at me and she's like, oh, like, you know, we meet again. I'm like, no, my first time meeting you. And she's like, oh, never mind. So, but she was my bias. I'm just like, oh, is there like someone else with this hair who also biases her? Like, you know, there's a lot of us out there with the Oreos, with the Horellas. But yeah, they were so cute in person too. They were just very nice girls. And like you get to talk to them a little bit at the fan sign, just like, you know, like, hi, how you doing? And then after it was the selfie time, and I think I got to say to all of the girls, like, you know, 수고했어요, you've done like so well. And they're like, oh, thank you. Like they all were just very excited after the show as well. I did tell like Dajang like afterwards, I'm like, no, 최좋아하는, like you're my favorite. She's like, oh, man. Like we kind of hugged, and then staff got mad at me, but I explained, like, she opened up her arms, I just went in, and he's like, oh, okay, like, you're not in trouble, but, like, you know, like, next time, don't touch him. I'm like, apologies. Heavy apologies. And then I told, like, Lola to just, like, you know, get well, and, you know, your injury, she's like, she just looks at me, just like, don't worry. I'm okay. Don't worry. And I'm like, yes, queen. Yes, queen. Oh my gosh. Okay, next, Xeed in August in their fan sign. That was my first time seeing all of them in person. First time actually meeting Yuo and Shun, because we had not done video calls before. I had done video calls, a lot of video calls with Jaemin, not a lot, but video calls with Bao and Doha. Oh, a lot of video calls with Jaemin, and one video call with Bao, one video call with Doha. So that was really nice to see them all in person, to meet the new members, and to actually like get to watch them dance Blue after that, like at the end of the fan sign. I was like, get to see them perform even just a little bit, and just like, oh, that's so nice. And then again in December I got into more Xeed fan signs, and that, you know, just showing up being like, hi, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. And the boys being like, what are you doing back? What are you doing back? No, yeah, all of them did remember me, which was really, really interesting. I never want to assume like anyone will remember me or that I'm worthy of being remembered. So even like Jaemin, after like I don't know how many fan calls, like he's just like, oh, it's you, and I'm like, it's, yeah, you know me? Can you recognize me? What the fuck? No. But that was really interesting. Also, my first time, so the first time an idol ever went like, oh, we've met before, and I'm like, no, was with Doha. And this was in the video call, and he's just like, oh, like we've met before. I'm like, no, we've not met before. And he's like, why do you look so familiar? And he asked me like how I got into Xeed. I'm like, oh yeah, so there's like a reaction on YouTube. He's like, oh, I watched it. Save me. No, but, and then him actually like realizing like at the fan sign, like, it's you, we've had a video call. And I'm like, do not perceive me. But yeah, just seeing them all in person was absolutely amazing. And then I did make a promise with Doha to be back in Korea for their next comeback. So we'll be seeing more of them in 2024, hopefully we will. Okay. Right, so next is kind of, I guess, like, I don't know if, like, I don't know how to categorize this, but I think I technically have met Antares. So they are a boy group, a busking group. I'm not fully, like, I don't know them well, but when I'm in Korea, like, I usually live in the Hongdae area, and there'll be, like, buskers in Hongdae, and I think they are actually, like, a boy group that has debuted. They're called Antares, and I've seen them, like, busking a couple times now, so I was just like, oh, like, wow, nice, free idol show, you know. And then at the end of in December, at the end of one of the busking things, they did a little photo time, and so like there was like girlies like waiting for them like to take photos together, and you know, I was like, you know what, I will take photos with them. Like I want photos with them. Like they were dancing super hard. It was so cold. One guy was in a tree for a bit. It was wild. I was just like, to commemorate this fun experience, I will take a photo with 2 of the members, because I kind of like chicken out of the rest of them. It was too much social interaction. But yeah, I took a photo with one of the members, and then I told them like, you know, like, oh, sugaseyo. And when I tell you, like, I was not prepared for the level of fan service. So like, I handed them the phone. I felt like, okay, we're just gonna go and like pose, right? Like, because I've taken photos with buskers before, but like, boy put his arm around me, and I was like, ooh, okay, like not like very like heavily. It was just like kind of like, okay, like you know, get in for the photo, like get in closer for the photo. I'm like, okay, like, oh, interesting. And then the other member, and I'm sorry I don't know their names, if you guys like could comment down their names, but the other member, we took the photo, and then he's just like, selfie, you want a selfie? And I'm like, sure. And I had seen this happen like with the girl he was taking photos for before, where they just hand them the phone so he can take a selfie on their phone. So I have this man's selfie on my phone now. I guess it's like one of those like unrevealed photos. Like, you know, like I could print this as a Polaroid, be like, unrevealed photo. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, go for it. I'm down, yes. And I'm just like, yeah, slay. But yeah, so that's kind of the honorable mention, where like I didn't technically meet them, I think, but I kind of like, you know, I have photos with them. I don't even have a photo with Jaemin. And another honorable mention to the man who is technically a celebrity that I met in that Hongdae bar. You know who you are. Hi. I'm not gonna ruin your career, but hi. He didn't do anything bad. It was just like a wild situation. But I'm gonna end that. It was just a funny memory. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Absolutely wild year. Absolutely crazy. A lot of the interactions, the Xeed stuff, the Pixie stuff, Epik High, and the Rose stuff, I all have separate videos on my channel. So if you want to like learn more, see more of what happened exactly, you can go watch those. Thank you guys so much for watching this channel, this video, and I hope, you know, you guys stay for 2024. Thank you. Bye bye.